From my office, MC Law Group, and myself personally, I would like to wish everybody a happy and healthy 2017. Let all of our troubles remain in 2016. Thanks to all who allowed us to assist and serve in your immigration needs in 2016, and we hope to see more clients to assist in their immigration cases in 2017. And now let me give you a few tips on immigration if you are traveling internationally this holiday season. First, know your history. Any person seeking admission to the United States should be aware of their history. They should know that any past legal issues may come to the attention of the CBP. Even if it is a minor issue, the applicant for admission holds the burden of proof to sway the CBP that his or her case merits favorable review and admission to the United States for the intended purpose. Any legal issue where they may have pleaded guilty to make the case go away, or any issue that may be considered a petty offense, should be supplemented with the original certified court dispositions clearly demonstrating the elements of the legal conclusion and the facts of what happened. Applicants should assume that CBP will have the information at their disposal in its records. There are also times when CBP may not have all the circumstances regarding the past legal history, and it is up to the applicant to rectify CBP's records to further the case for admission to the United States. Persons seeking admission to the United States should be aware of any claims made through postings on social media such as Facebook, LinkedIn, etc., as CBP will employ social media whenever possible to discern the intent of the individual they are inspecting. For instance, if a person is seeking admission to the United States as a TN management consultant, but their LinkedIn profile asserts that they will be working as a vice president of a company sponsoring them for TN status, the CBP will have to further examine the person's intent and eligibility for TN status as a management consultant, a position that is to be non-managerial nature, reconciling it with the LinkedIn disclosure that the person intends to be vice president of the TN sponsoring company. My second tip is know your environment. When applicants for admission are entering the United States, they're entering an environment which is completely under the CBP control for security reasons, allowing CBP to facilitate its mission of securing the border. CBP will have access to its systems. They have the authority to conduct searches of persons, luggage, and electronic devices. Travelers bringing medications should bring evidence that these medications are authorized and prescribed by a licensed physician. Some over-the-counter medications in some countries are regulated in the United States, and unsuspected travelers should be aware that medications in this instance may be affecting their admissions or be confiscated. The CBP employs the use of substance-detecting canines to detect the presence of possible past usage of illegal substances. The agency also employs the use of radiation detection technology, so persons undergoing chemo or radiation therapy should be aware that their treatment may set off alarms of devices used by the CBP to detect chemical or radiation emissions. My third tip is know what you can do. Sometimes inspections at the port of entry don't go as planned. Persons seeking admission should be aware that they have the ability to take a few requests. They may ask for a supervisor to review the initial inspecting officer's conclusion. Sometimes a supervisory officer may have another take that will mitigate the outcome to be a more positive result. Officers tend to engage in a question and answer interview format, with the officer using the foreign national statements for the purposes of drafting a statement of the conversation. The interviewing officer then asks the interviewee to review and sign the document. If the document is not accurate, the applicant should make the officer aware of the revisions that are needed to be made to the document. The foreign national subjected to this form of an interview should also ask for a copy of his document so that they have a copy for their record to present to an immigration attorney for assessment of the appropriate course of action regarding the foreign national's immigration case. After the resolution of the attempted entrance to the United States, applicants for admission may file a Freedom of Information Act requesting the record of the admission incident of concern and foreign documents related to the admissibility. FOIA requests for this nature should be drafted carefully so as to allow the appropriate records to be procured. In certain circumstances, there may be a cause of filing a complaint about inappropriate or abusive encounter with the members of the CBP. Retain an experienced immigration attorney to represent you whenever you have an immigration issue or need assistance with a CBP encounter.